Hi tribe. So it's been a couple of days. Is it days? Yeah, a couple of days, or maybe a little bit more. That Pam has been asking me, Mapalo, watch Tinder Swindler. It is the best thing you can ever watch. Yeah. I'm like, okay, Pam. I don't know. I don't think I want to watch it. So I've been seeing quite a lot of stuff around social media about Tinder Swindler, and I was like, okay, you know what? I think I'll watch it, but only if I can do lessons we can learn from this whole thing about money. Then we tried to shoot it, but I'm like, I'm still actually not quite feeling it, right? Then, lo and behold, I get a message from one of the tribe members on Instagram, and this is what he says. Hi Mapalo, have you seen Tinder Swindler on Netflix? Please take a look if you can and maybe offer insights, review, or thoughts. So this is definitely not advice. This is nothing to do with facts. It's not factual. This is just my take on it, my own personal thoughts, okay? So you might agree or disagree, but that's a topic for another day. I'm going to tell what I think about it. Number one, what I learned from it is that you should not be proving your loyalty with money. I mean, why the hell must I prove that I'm loyal to you by money? And this, I think, ties in very well with some of the messages that we've been talking about. Don't take on debt for anyone. I mean, that is rule number one. Okay, do not take on debt that you yourself would not take on for anyone else. Let alone, God forbid, let alone for a man that you've just met. A month later, there you are. Oh, my enemies are after me. After a month, and you're taking on hundreds of thousands in dollars or rands. For someone, that is ludicrous. For me, it is the most insane thing that you can do. Okay? So that is red flag number one. You've been in the relationship with someone for months. And I don't even care, to tell you the truth. Actually, I don't even care. We can be months with someone. If this person is your boyfriend, I would not take out a loan for them, ever. Okay? Number one. So don't prove your loyalty. And I think also with women, we want to show that you're not a gold digger. You know, we want to show, no, I'm not a gold digger, so I'll do this for you. Ma'am, just keep it moving. You don't need to be in that situation, okay? Just keep it moving swiftly so, all right? Someone who loves you is not going to ask you to take out a loan that is going to put you in financial trouble. Someone is not going to, I think one of the things they said, Pam, was sell your house, pawn your car. I care. Pawn your car. I was like, Lord, if that is not a telling sign, I don't know what is. No one who loves you is gonna try to put you off in a worse off situation than you were in to begin with. So that's not love. Okay, don't prove your loyalty. You don't need to prove it. Then the second thing, people are not immune to scams. And I don't care how brilliant and smart and wise and all those wonderful things that you can list that you are. Anyone is susceptible to being scammed. Okay? And from practice, from doing this personal thing, personal finance thing for many years, I know a woman who was an MD of a company, a construction company, doing very well. And she got scammed. Ponzi scheme. And she was trying to convince herself, she was by trying to convince me, oh no, but Mapalo, the FSB, that's what it was called at that time, they're going to give them a license. I was like, ma'am, just accept that that money is gone. Okay? So you're not immune to being scammed. So always make sure that you are alert. Call a friend. Call a pastor. Call me, for crying out loud. Okay? But everyone has the potential to get scammed, okay? And what's the potential of a scam? What are some of the telling signs of a scam? Number one, it's very urgent. You know, if you don't do this today, you're never going to get this opportunity. Okay, let the opportunity pass me. Number two, if you don't do this today, I am in trouble. You know, I am in trouble. Or, like I said, you will never ever get anything like this. You won't get a return like this in your life. You know what? Let me think about it. Give me a week. Okay? So that's a scam. That's a Ponzi scheme. Then another thing for me that was a red flag, and maybe you can completely disagree with me on this, and I'm okay with that. Grand gestures, guys. Hey! women specifically love grand gestures. Let me hire out the entire, I don't know, for you because I want to show I love you within 2 weeks. What are you trying to compensate for, sir? What are you trying to hide? What is it that you feel is lacking about you that you need to do all these things before we really just get to know one another? And to actually, for you to decipher if you like me, if I'm the person that you want to keep me around, and for me to keep you around. Now we've done this grand gestures, we spent all this money, and yet we don't know each other. So I think, yes, some people might disagree because with Instagram, with social media, it's been shown that the more someone does for you, that's how much they love you. Ma'am, I don't think so. I absolutely do not think so. From really the bottom of my heart and from my very small experiences, it's not about the grand gestures. It's about the smallest things that really, really go a long way. Kindness goes a long way. Caring about someone, looking at their values goes a long way. So if someone is doing grand gestures, that's wonderful. And yes, everyone deserves that. I deserve that. But if that's all you have to your name, I don't know. And that's exactly what happened with Tinder Swindler. Then the last one that I want to talk about is that people, scammers and abusive people rely on silence, right? They rely on the fact that you will not tell Pam. They rely on the fact that you will not tell your sister. So what happened? I don't think, and if we're talking about this with Pam, that we do not think that those women told their parents, they told their friends that, hey, this person has asked me to take out a loan for them, right? Why? Because they know it will be embarrassing to say, hey, you know this billionaire, they asked 100,000, but I mean, already, that's a red flag in itself. How? I'm sorry to bring in Patrice Motsepe, he's doing his own thing. I don't know him from a bar of soap. But imagine if Patrice Motsepe has been taking you on, private jets. You know, it's been the works. Then a month later, remember what I spoke about. These things happen very quickly. You know, it's grand gestures, everything very quickly. Then all of a sudden, oh, I need this much. I need a favor from you. A month later, I'm like, why didn't you call your father, sir? Why did you not call a friend? Why did you not call a pastor, someone who's known you longer than a month, right? So all of these things, they rely on the fact that you will be silent because you don't want to be embarrassed. You don't want to tell your friends that, hey, he has asked me for so much. Then you get hooked because you've given me 100,000. Oh no, now today I have to give him so much more. I have to give him so much more. Not talking about money is dangerous. And that's why I always say with personal finance, with your partner, you have to discuss money. How are we going to handle money? How are we going to get married? And what kind of responsibilities are we going to take on? What goals and what do we want our financial future to be like? So, ladies and gentlemen, that's my take on Tinder Swindler. I think it is a wake-up call for everyone, especially people who are saying they're looking for love. That love is not found in money. Love is not found in doing grand things for your partner. Love is found in quiet places. Love is found in sacred places where you can be honest with one another and love one another through having money and not having money, and not saying, oh, my enemies are coming after me. Come on, that's just crap. Before I go any further, because you know I can, I'm gonna stop it right here. But really, that whole thing I was just bored with it. I was just like, no man, come on, you cannot think like this. And obviously people are victims, and you have to sympathize with them. But I think again goes back to the conversation about self-worth, your self-esteem, your own dignity, who you are and how you see yourself moving in the world. If you have self-esteem, you know that some things you can call them bull right from the get-go. And I pray and I hope that God will give you the love that you feel you deserve, and you'll move in the world with a self-esteem that you completely and fully deserve. Bye for now.